Hi, greeting everyone. I am Abdul Rafe along with Max. So today we are going to explore politeness theory and how it can improve our communication skills by promoting respect and understanding. Now over to Max.
In one sense, all politeness can be viewed as abnormality from extremely efficient communication as violations or conversational saying. Politeness is marked by an appearance of considerations, respect, or courtesies. This theory was developed and put forth in the 1970s and 1980s by two researchers at Stanford University, which is, we all know, Brown and Levison. They drew heavily from face theory, advancing face theory in the directions and with a focus on politeness. Furthermore, there are different types of face threatens or to be hearer, while other times they are to the speaker. The way of a face threatening act is determined by considering the combinations of three variables: power, distance, and rank. Politeness theory is determined by when, why, and how interpersonal interaction is constructed through or in the absence of politeness.
So here are the three key principles to keep in mind when communicating. So number one is positive language. So using positive and polite language can create a friendly and respectful environment and atmosphere. It is important to choose our words carefully to avoid misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts. Number two is empathy and perspective. Understanding and acknowledging the perspective of others is also important in raising respectful communication. So, by putting ourselves in their shoes, we can empathize and respond with sensitivity. So, number third is active listening, the number third principle. So, truly listening to others shows that how we value their thoughts and their opinions, and it involves giving our full attention, maintaining eye contact, and providing verbal and non-verbal cues to indicate our engagement.
Thank you, Rafael. For question number 2, we can identify IPC in our daily life by verbal communications. This is the most common form of IPC that involves speaking and exchanging information through words. You can easily identify verbal communications when you engage in conversations with your classmates, participate in class discussions, or either ask questions to your lectures or present your idea during your group projects.
So let me add about nonverbal communication. So nonverbal communication refers to the use of body language, facial expressions, gestures, hand gestures, and other nonverbal clues to convey the messages. So you can identify nonverbal communication when you observe the body language and facial expressions of your classmates, teacher during conversation or presentation. Number third is the written communication. As a student, you can identify written communication when you receive emails from your teachers or classmates, take notes during lectures, and participating in online discussions, and submitting assignments or essays, and reading textbooks or study materials. So, written communication is very crucial in academic settings, like conveying ideas and sharing information. Max will
For you
add more
guys'
about
information,
negotiation.
whether it's a business deal or resolving a conflict, negotiations rely heavily on IPC. Parties involved express their interest, actively listen to each other's perspectives, and work towards finding a mutually beneficial solutions.
So let's jump to the third question, which was given by our lecturer. What it was elaborate on how an individual preserving face. So preserving face is a concept that is important in many situations, if a person's social individual can preserve face. One way is to avoid situations where they might lose face. For example, People can preserve face by making up for their mistakes. For example, if someone makes some mistakes at the work, so they might offer to work extra hours to make up for it, right? Now, Max
Yes,
will explain more.
correct. Here are some specific examples of how an individual might preserve face. First one, we have a student who does poorly on his test and he wants to apologize to their lecturers and promise to do better next time. Or secondly, we have a business person who makes a mistake in a meeting might offer to make amends and correct his mistake. A person who is criticized by their boss might also try to explain their actions and show that they are still a valuable employee. In all of these cases, the individual is trying to avoid losing face by taking steps to repair the damage that has been done. By doing so, they can easily maintain their social standing and reputations. And yes, that is a wrap for our video. Thank you everyone so much for listening to our presentations.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.